Westchester County just crossed 1 million residents. It posted the largest population gain of any county in New York State, and 44 of the state's 62 counties lost population over the same period. Here's the question nobody is asking. Who is coming and what absorbs them? This is the Westchester Brief. I'm Jim. Let's get into it. The latest Census Bureau estimates put Westchester's population at 1,015,743. That is up 11,286 residents since the 2020 census and up 6,578 in just the last year. No other county in New York added more people. New York as a whole has declined 1.7% since 2020. 44 of 62 counties shrank. Within the Mid-Hudson region, Westchester is the growth engine, and that growth is concentrated in 3 cities: New Rochelle, White Plains, and Yonkers. New Rochelle has added approximately 4,500 new homes since 2020. Another 6,500 units are in the pipeline. The city's downtown, anchored by nearly 12 million square feet of mixed-use development near the train station, has fundamentally changed the skyline. Governor Rochelle announced $16 million in state funding for the city's Link Revitalization Plan in February. The scale is unlike anything else in the county. White Plains is repositioning around District Galleria and transit-oriented density. Yonkers continues to absorb residents across its sprawling housing stock. Together, these 3 cities account for a disproportionate share of the county's growth. Here's the infrastructure question. The county's own planning data shows Westchester needs 11,703 new housing units to balance supply and demand. That figure comes from a 2019 assessment. Since then, the composition of new housing has shifted dramatically. Between 2010 and 2024, multifamily buildings of 5 or more units accounted for 78% of all new housing permits. Before the recession, that figure was 29%. The county is not building single-family homes at scale anymore. It is building density. That density creates pressure on school districts, transit systems, water infrastructure, and emergency services. When you add 6,000 new residents in a single year, the new arrivals need school seats, Metro North capacity, sewer connections, and hospital beds. Most of those systems were not designed for this rate of growth, and municipal budgets are already strained from the county's 8% austerity cuts and property tax increases across most jurisdictions. The Mid-Hudson Momentum Fund, a public-private initiative, has generated $627 million in total investment, supporting over 8,000 new housing units regionally, including more than 2,000 affordable units. That capital is real, but building housing and building the infrastructure to support it are 2 different things. Westchester's population milestone is a sign of economic confidence. People want to live here. Employers see value here. Developers are investing billions. But the gap between housing growth and infrastructure capacity is the story that will define the next decade. Crossing 1 million is not the achievement. What the county does next is. Here is what else is happening across Westchester this week. Yonkers was ranked the 25th most diverse city in the United States in WalletHub's 2026 analysis. The city ranked 44th in socioeconomic diversity and 42nd in cultural diversity. Yonkers' demographic profile is 44% Hispanic, 32% white, and 15% black. New York State's budget remains unresolved. Lawmakers have now passed multiple temporary spending extenders since missing the April 1st deadline for the 7th consecutive year. Major sticking points remain unchanged: auto insurance reform, the 2019 climate law, school aid formulas, and proposed taxes on high earners. Legislative leaders have indicated several more extenders may be needed before a final agreement. The New Rochelle Planning Board is reviewing the Pratt Landing project, a waterfront development that includes over 300 residential units, 99 condominiums, a hotel, and commercial space. Construction is expected to begin later this year, with completion targeted for 2029. That is your Westchester Brief for Thursday, April 9th. Subscribe on YouTube for the video version of every episode. I'm Jim, and I live here. I'll see you tomorrow.